Hello everyone, this is me Sahitya. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll discuss about legislature, executive and judiciary. So let's begin. So first of all, the legislature, executive and judiciary are the three organs of the government. Together they ensure the smooth functioning of a democratic state through the principle of separation of powers and checks and balances. So this topic is forms the foundation of Indian polity and is frequently asked in UPSC prelims, GS paper 2 and state PCS, SSC, judiciary, and also it helps in interviews. So let's begin, and first of all we'll discuss constitutional position. So legislature mm, functions are makes laws, and it comes under article 79 to 122 parliament, which is also called central legislature, and article 168 to 212 comes under state legislature, and executive implements laws, which comes under article 52 to 78, which is also called union executive, and articles 153 to 167, which is also called state executive, and judiciary, which interprets laws, which comes under article 124 to 147, which is called Supreme Court, and articles 214 to 231, which is called High Courts. And we'll move to the introduction. So every democratic country has three organs. First is legislature, which makes laws, and second one is executive, which implement the laws, and third one is judiciary, so that interprets laws. And each organ has different powers but work together to ensure good governance. And what is the separation of powers? So the doctrine of separation of power means that the power of government are divided among three organs to prevent the concentration of power in one authority. Objectives are prevent misuse of prevent misuse of power and protect individual liberty and ensures accountability and maintain constitutional balance. And we'll move to the separation of power in India. So India does not follow a strict separation of powers like the US, United States, and instead India follows a system of separation of power plus checks and balances. So this means each organ has its own primary functions but also exercise limited control over the others. So we'll move to the first one, legislature. What is the meaning of legislature? So meaning the the legislature is the law-making organ of the government, and at the union level it is called parliament. At the state level it is called state legislature. So composition of parliament comes under Article 79. So parliament uh, parliament consists of president, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. And main functions of legislature: first is law making, makes laws for the country. Example, passing a law regulating environmental protections. And second one is financial functions. So first is passes the union budget, approves taxation, and authorizes government expenditure. Example, annual union budget overall. And third one is executive control. So controls the government through question hour, 0 hour, and no confidence motion and censor motion. For example, if the opposition questions minister during question hours. And fourth one, constitutional functions. So amends the constitution. For example, 101 constitutional amendment introduced the GST framework. And we'll move to the fifth one, electoral functions. So parliament participates in the election of president and vice president. And sixth one, judicial functions. So parliament can impeach the president and remove judges through the constitutional process. And so we'll move to the second topic, executive. So what is the meaning of executive? So executive implements laws passed by the legislature. And first one is union executive, and we'll discuss state executive. So first, union executive includes president, vice president, and prime minister, and councils of minister and attorney general. And we'll move to the state executive. So includes governor, chief minister and councils of ministers and advocate general. So types of executive we'll discuss. So first is political executive. So it is temporary. Examples are president, prime minister and ministers. And we'll move to the permanent executive. So civil servants who continue irrespective of government changes. Example, IAS, PCS and Indian Foreign Service, IFS. Functions of executive. So first is implement laws. Executes laws passed by parliament. Example, the Ministry of Road Transport implements highway related legislation. And we'll move to the second one. So policy formulation. So frames policies for development. Example, launching a launching a new education policy. And third one is administration. So runs day to day government administration. And fourth one is defense. So defense protects national security. Example, managing the armed force through the constitutional chain of command. We'll move to the fifth one, foreign affairs, maintains relation with other countries. And we'll move to the next topic, emergency powers. So implements emergency provisions through constitutional procedures. And we'll move to the third topic, which is judiciary. So what is the meaning of judiciary? So judiciary interpret interprets laws and protects the constitution. And we'll discuss structure of judiciary. So first is Supreme Court, and after beneath high courts, and then subordinate courts. The apex body of judiciary is Supreme Court. So features of Indian judiciary. First is independent judiciary, integrated judicial system, and judicial review and judicial activism and rule of law. So functions of judiciary. First is interpretation of laws, explain the meaning of laws. Example, interpreting constitutional provisions relating to the fundamental rights. And we'll move to the second topic. So judicial review. So can declare unconstitutional laws void. Example, if parliament passes a law violating the constitution, the Supreme Court may strike it down. And we'll move to the third one, protection of fundamental rights. So Article 32 and 26 empower courts to enforce fundamental rights. And fourth one, settlement of the disputes. So resolves disputes, center versus states, state versus state, and citizen versus government. And we will move to the fifth one, guardian of the constitution. So ensures constitutional supremacy. And we'll move to the next topic, doctrine of checks and balances. So no organ is supreme, each checks the power of the others. And legislature controls executive with no confidence motion, question hours, budget approval, and parliamentary committees. Example, if Lok Sabha may remove the government through a no confidence motion. Executive controls legislature, summons parliament, recommends a dissolution of Lok Sabha, and introduces most government bills, and issues ordinances. Article 123, 123 exactly, when parliament is not in session. So judiciary controls legislature, judicial review, okay, and can strike down unconstitutional laws. Example, Supreme Court may invalidate a law violating the basic structure of the constitution. And judiciary controls executive, can declare executive actions unconstitutional. Example, a court may quash an executive order that violates fundamental rights. And we'll move to the next topic, legislature controls judiciary. Parliament can remove judges through impeachment and increase the number of judges by law and regulate certain aspects of court jurisdiction within constitutional limits. And we'll move to the separation of powers under the constitution. So Article 50 talks about separation of judiciary from executive. It is from a directive principle of first policy. And Article 129 talks about discussion on judges conduct restricted in parliament except during removal proceedings. And Article 122 talks about courts generally cannot inquire into parliamentary proceedings on grounds of procedural irregularity. And we will move to the Article 211. So talks about similar protection of for state legislatures. And Article 361 talks about immunities of president and governors. We'll move to the comparison of three organs. So in legislature makes laws, and executive implement laws, and judiciary interprets laws. And legislature is parliament, and executive is president, PM, and ministers, and judiciary is the apex body of Supreme Court. So legislature elected representatives, and in executive political and permanent executive, and judiciary in judiciary are judges, and legislature represents the people, and executive runs administration. Example for easy understanding. So imagine parliament passes a law requiring helmets for two-wheelers riders. So legislature make the law, and the executive, police and transport authority enforce the law, and judiciary, if someone challenges the law as unconstitutional, the court decides whether it is valid or not. Important Supreme Court cases. So Kesavananda Bharati versus the state of Kerala. Supreme Court held Parliament can amend the constitution, but it cannot alter its basic structure. The judgment strengthened the system of check and balances. We'll move to the mnemonics. So LEJ, legislative makes laws, and executive, E stands for executive, executes laws, and J stands for judiciary, judges the laws. So we'll move to the some prelims important facts. So India's follows separation of functions, not rigid separation of powers. Article 50 promotes separation of judiciary from the executive. And Parliament makes laws, and the executive implements laws, and the judiciary interpret laws and exercise judicial review. And judicial review is a part of basic structure of the constitution. So we'll move to the one-line revision. So legislature makes laws, and executive implement laws, and judiciary interprets laws. Article 50 talks about separation of judiciary from executive, and judicial review. Courts can strike down unconstitutional laws, and checks and balances. Each organ limits the other's power. We'll move to the mens value addition. So observed by Montesquieu, there can be no liberty where the legislature, executive, judiciary powers are united in the same person of a body.